was my mom's favorite flower. The letters with umlauts over them are entered using additional key. It's easy. See? Yeah, the mainframe locks down every time you leave, so you need to enter the password every session. Sorry for the inconvenience. Okay. So I lied my way into this. Now, that's not good. I have no idea how to fix this. It's obviously a puzzle, but I don't know what to do with this. I don't think I'm good at tech, am I? Pretty sure I suck at tech. Science. No, tech. Huh, I might actually be able to do this. Interesting. Conjoined twins Sid and Phil were born twice. At the first time were very unlucky. Their mother died in childbirth, and the deformed heart that they shared was slowly dying from the strain of supporting two systems. The twins' second birth was at the hands of the Cronus Foundation Research Department, which performed an experimental surgery to replace their faulty heart with a unique blood circulation and regulation apparatus based on forefathers' technology. At that time, the company did not know how much good these two young geniuses would later perform. When they later developed their incredible abilities in mathematics and programming, Cronus HR was immediately interested. As a result, Sid and Phil made a significant contribution to the creation of the world-famous decentralized computer system Minerva, the most powerful and complex ECM to date. So that's what Minerva is. Okay. Let's take a look at this screen here. The image of the screen is pale, blurry, and barely distinguishable. There's a Cronus propaganda film on every channel. Okay, so they're all working fine except for that one. So mainframe 7 and 3, I think. As soon as you touch the device keyboard, the system fan starts roaring furiously. Slowly, the landmine line, the Cronus logo appears on the screen. I forget what the number of the terminal is. I think it's 7, right? 3. Square root of 3 is 9. 9! You enter the password with difficulty. The system pauses to think for a second or two every time you enter a character. Correct password appears on the screen. Fans wearing the mainframe starts loading the main menu. Hello, Rick. Please enter a command for the following menu. Storage. Storage stat. The mainframe has been processing data for some time. Friendly messages displayed on the screen. The device memory is 10% full. Enter format to format the drives. Cannot be performed. Storage. Looking through the file, you uncover curious detail. In most official documentation, the employees are identified by their numbers. Read to view Magellan's employee numbers. As the fan wears, the system displays a long list on the screen. E209. There are a few more pages after this, but the system refuses to load them. That's funny because we spoke to Oya, Stefan, Artemis. Okay. I feel like I should probably try and analyze these things or something. Can I not? I can't. Shit. Okay. Well, that's no good. Well, that would be 0. Password accepted. Cool. Hello, Rick. Please enter a command from the following menu. Game. Mail. The email from Steve. Quit hiding, Rick. I'm not trying to make up with you. Although I still consider you my best friend, but damn it, stop mixing up our personal and professional relationships. I'm ready to tell you that after the emergency in the reactor, when the shielding shorted out, the system stopped working. If your servers start slowing way the hell down, the problem isn't the OS or the hardware. The mainframes are just trying to access the local data via network protocols. That's why everything's so slow. The data has been routed through 2 kilobyte communication channel. It sounds nuts, but there it is. Jared wrote us a little driver to correct this. Since we can't send it to you, we put it in the network directory on Jared's computer. Just go there and run the driver. Rick, if you're still reading this, I regret that we couldn't be a team like you wanted. Law office. Dear name, beneficiary. It is with great sadness that I report the death of your mother. Our thoughts and prayers go out to you during this trying time. In accordance with the last will and testament of the deceased and giving the impossibility of your return from under the dome, the organization and planning of the funeral rests upon the shoulder of our employees. While we share your grief as a matter of protocol, we must insist that all services be fully paid in advance of the interment. Please contact us at your earliest convenience to discuss the details. We'd like to extend our profound and heartfelt sympathy. We're sorry for your loss. Attention, this email is automatically generated. Do not respond to this address. Love this, dude. His mother's dead. He's got to pay for the funeral, and he can't actually go because he's stuck in the dome. That's just sad, man. Syscheck. RAM not loaded, nothing suspicious. Okay. Journal. The vents are buzzing as if the terminal is about to explode. The screen displays the content of the log as single records. Looks like Rick is in one for keeping records. Read the note. Don't forget, due to the recent network hardware reconfiguration, all computer addresses have shifted by 106 and the database is no longer up to date. Foreman got especially lucky, or Caris number used to be 11561, now it's 11666, but she couldn't care less, of course. Okay, so that's probably for another quest, but we have the info anyway. Ping. Okay. Game. Welcome to the tremendous new game developed for you by the Giga Hard Company, software division of Modus Inc. Digital is the way of the future. Start. You, a fearless space explorer, cheerful Jack, and once again you've landed bottom first in a thrilling adventure. Having pursued in a jug of moonshine all the way into a black hole, you wake up in an unfamiliar place with a hangover of cosmic proportion. Your Keras 5000 microcomputer claims that you are in the main hangar of a space station orbiting Titan. You ask again just to be sure. Yep, that's where you are. There's no one else in sight, and the hangar itself is completely empty. There isn't a single vessel or piece of equipment in sight, except for a space screwdriver on the floor nearby. Pick up the screwdriver. So many things you could do with this device. Drive a screw into something, remove a screw, stab someone. Might prove useful. Take a look around. Check your pockets. Ah yes, your handy screwdriver. You had been hoping for aspirin. Take a look around. Move slowly so as to not upset your throbbing skull. You study the naked walls. Right away you spot the door. You know for sure it is a door because the word door is inscribed on it at eye level. And there's even not a single screwdriver here. Open door. You are in the station mains corridor. It's a space corridor, of course. Sick of the word space yet? Okay, we won't use the word space anymore. There are 3 numbered doors. 1 on your left, 2 on your right, and 3 directly in front of you. And there's the door to the hangar behind you. Check your pockets again. Aspirin does not appear. Okay, door 1. Sorry, but this door is locked. Door 2. Break down door number 2. There seems to be a kind of space pantry in a series of individual microclimate controlled cells. Foods of all kinds are stored. Your attention is drawn at once to an Aunt Mag's pie. It looks fresh too. You're already reaching for it when a small security drone begins to buzz overhead in a threatening manner. Aunt Mag's pie is kindly provided by the Chicken Corn Company. Throw your screwdriver at the drone. No one's ever bested cheerful Jack at a javelin throw. However, the drone is both small and quick. Having dodged the screwdriver, it returns fire with a much more accurate anti-personal laser. Game over. Shit. Hold on. Game. Start. Pick up a screwdriver. Take a look around. Door. Door number 2. Return to the corridor. You hear a distant click from nearby. Perhaps one of the doors is now unlocked. Try door 1. You're in an terribly cluttered warehouse. It seems station personnel use this section to dump their unwanted junk. By the look of things, for many years, on top of a pile of fused toaster, a phlegmatic alien from Tau City sits fiddling with a roll of insulating tape. Ask the alien if he's got an aspirin. The being gives you a sympathetic look and a helpless shrug. No aspirin. Politely asks to borrow the insulating tape. The alien hands you the roll of tape with a smile. He apparently has no use for it. Return to the corridor. Something has fallen on the floor to the corridor. You decide to take a look. There are 3 numbered doors. Blah. Check your pocket. You find tape and screwdriver. Try forcing the electro door lock with the screwdriver. With a loud crackle and burst of sparks, the lock worked on and the door opened. Although the screwdriver got welded to the clamps, it will not return to you anymore. This looks like Command Central. You see a broad and shiny control panel in the middle of which the candy red shuttle button is evident. As you take a step towards the control panel, something swiftly appears from behind an access hatch to block your path. The thing stopping you in your righteous mission is you. There's another being here, an exact and incidentally quite handsome duplicate of you. It does not look friendly. Bravely retire. Knock at door number 3. This is Command Central. Okay, attack your double. Cheerful Jack's experience in Galaxy hand-to-hand combat has served him well in the past, but unfortunately the clone has the exact same skill and the advantage of superhuman strength. Aww. Hold on. We almost had this. Pick up screwdriver. Look around door. Door 1. Okay. Door 2. Return to corridor. Door 1. No aspirin. Politely asked. Yep. So we're gonna tape now. Knock at door number 3. Aha. Cover the drone's visual sensor with tape. You patiently wait until the drone's patrol pattern brings it close overhead, and then you strike. With its sensor covered, the robot begins frantically flying at random until it crashes into a wall and falls to the floor with a crack. Search for aspirin. No luck. Do you think this would be easy? Help yourself to Aunt Meg's pie. Though the pie looks appealing, a little nibble reveals that it tastes awful. Who knows how many years it's been sitting there. You spit out the little bit you took, but keep the rest of the pie in your pocket because you never know. There we go. Now we do it. Try forcing the electro lock with a screwdriver. Yeah. Offer Aunt Meg's pie to the clone. You never seen such enthusiasm for long expired baked goods. The clone rushes around the room a bit, admiring his prize, before hankering down to greedily consume it. Look for aspirin. Alas, no aspirin. You decide not to ask the clone. Press the shuttle button. There was a loud hooting sound in the distance. The entire station shudders for a few seconds. Then all is at peace again. Perhaps you should double check the other rooms. Try the door. Enter the shuttle. Indomitable space hero Cheerful Jack rests comfortably in the captain's chair of the shuttle. The engine are ready, the hangar gates are open, and navigation data is scrolling steadily on screen. It is time to lunch. And by the way, you found a bottle of aspirin and some mineral water in a compartment beneath the console. Engage! The space adventure brought to you by Geiga Heart and Division Modus blah. Pressing the key. I got experience for this! Haha! Okay, that was pretty funny. Okay, I'm gonna take all of this. Okay, clearly that's a laptop, but like, there's nothing else to do here, unfortunately. He said to like enter something in a computer, in somebody else's computer. I don't know who that person's computer is, or where it's supposed to be. Young Pack. An Asian guy in a great-looking suit is talking to a girl sitting on the sofa with a paper cup of coffee. She's laughing. You overhear part of a discussion. Put his boot right in the pizza. I'm proud, like a boy with a new bicycle. And then they even applauded him. The girl laughs a goofy laugh. An uncomfortable silence falls as you approach. The guy adjusts his badge, which reads, Young Pack Logistician. Tell you later. He winks at his friend. Ask what's new in Magellan. The logistics specialist draws a meaningful "oh." I need a whole day to tell you about it. Wonder aloud what news there is in Magellan. Pack starts speaking more quietly. You know about the kaleidoscope? It's some kind of experiment. I routed the truck that way a couple of times. Kingsley sent 24 oranges as volunteers to participate. They never returned. The old man hasn't been himself since. Be amazed at what you heard. Just don't tell anybody, okay? Wonder aloud what news there is in Magellan. I hear this morning that the sky above Nashville was glowing last night. I heard something one of these days. You ought to know that gambling is no particularly a welcome in Magellan, but they say there's a real fucking rat race sweepstake in the tunnels under the reactor floor. Okay, move away. He just spews up like the server sips coffee from a paper cup. He just spews like more stuff, but that's not gonna help me any. Can I loot anything? Oh yeah. That's a stove. That's a workbench. Ooh. Dude, that's great. That's a computer. Doesn't contain any useful data. Well, great. Wait. Loot that plant. No. Nothing of interest because obviously. Nope. That won't help me. Trash can, let's take a look. Some wood. Wait, that's... Oh yeah, we haven't been here. Okay. That's fine. That's a huge place. Broken elevator. An unkempt orange with matted hair and a 5-day beard is meditatively scrubbing a bench with a soapy sponge. At the sound of your footsteps, he turns. There's a bright orange rectangle on his faded old jumpsuit where the name tag should be Gabriel Garcia is written there in marker pen. Hola. He greets you with a raspy, lifeless voice and goes back to doing what he was doing. Okay. They're playing card and there's a 5th ace. 3 orange form a circle in a side chamber where they're jabbering about their own business. They're pretending not to see you, but their posture and attitude demonstrate a certain level of concern. That's what they're doing here. One of the oranges smirks with a half his mouth. Working people relax in working people way. We're taking a break and having a conversation. Just small talk. You want something? Take a closer look. You don't notice anything unusual. The orange hesitates on edge. They're definitely not happy to see you. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not actually staying, bros. I can't reach. Oh. Take it up with Bush. He makes the decision around here. Okay. Oh, this is Bush.